Question number 101. Under the law of evidence, the relevant fact must be logically relevant, must be legally relevant, must be legally and logically relevant, must be legally and logically relevant and admissible. Here correct answer is option B. Under the law of evidence, the relevant fact must be legally relevant. Question number 102. Under Indian Evidence Act, evidence may be given in respect of fact and issue, relevant fact only, fact and issue and relevant fact, none of these. Here correct answer is option C, that is fact and issue and relevant fact. Question number 103. Relevancy is option A, question of law and can be raised at any time. This is the correct answer. Relevancy is question of law and can be raised at any time. Question number 104. Which one of the following statements is not true? According to Section 5 of Evidence Act, evidence may be given in any suit or proceeding of the existence of every fact and issue, non-existence of every fact and issue, those facts declared relevant under the various provisions of the Evidence Act, those facts which the parties think are relevant. In question number 104, option D is not correct, therefore will be the right answer. Question number 105. Which of the following is required to be proved essentially? Judicial notice, admitted fact, confession, relevant fact. Here correct answer is option D, relevant fact. Question number 106. Facts which, though not an issue, are so connected with the fact and issue as to form part of the same transaction are relevant under which section of the Indian Evidence Act? Relevant under Section 6 of Indian Evidence Act. Correct answer is Section 6. Question number 107. Under which one of the following section of the Indian Evidence Act the doctrine of res gestae has been dealt with? Doctrine of res gestae has been dealt in Section 6 of Indian Evidence Act. Question number 108. The principle of dash is embodied in Section 6 of the Evidence Act. Correct answer is option B, that is res gestae. Question number 109. Section 6 of the Evidence Act deals with option A, relevancy of fact forming the part of the same transaction, admission, opinion of expert, conclusive proof. Correct answer is option A. Section 6 of the Indian Evidence Act dealt with relevancy of fact forming the part of the same transaction. Question number 110. Res gestae literally means. Correct answer is option C, that is same transaction. Question number 111. Fact forming the part of the same transaction are option A, plea of alibi, option B, dying declaration, option C, admission, and option D, res gestae. Here correct answer is option D, res gestae. Question number 112. The criteria of res gestae is A, proximity of time and place, B, community of purpose, C, continuity of action, and D, all of the above. Here correct answer is option D, that is all of the above. Question number 113. The term res gestae is equivalent to the facts mentioned in Section 6 of Evidence Act. It implies things done in the course of transaction, facts and issue and surrounding circumstances, act talking for themselves, all of the above. Correct answer is option D, all of the above. Question number 114. The case of Sawal Das versus State of Bihar is related to. Correct answer is rule of res gestae. Question number 115. Under which one of the following provisions of Indian Evidence Act the words forming part of the same transaction occurs? Here correct answer is option B, that is Section 6. Question number 116. The facts which form the part of the same transaction are relevant under Section 6 of the Evidence Act. Question number 117. In order to make the evidence admissible as a part of res gestae, option A, the statement must have been made immediately after the act. Option B, the statement must have been made contemporaneously with the act, and option C, the statement must have been made with any time after the act. Option D, either A or B. Here correct answer is option D, that is either A or B. The statement must have been made immediately after the act. The statement must have been made contemporaneously with the act. Question number 118. In a case of murder by A or B, which facts are relevant? That A left immediately the place of crime before police reached. B, that A told his friends about taking revenge for his father's death. C, that A was seen flying with a knife immediately after murder of B, and option D, all of the above. Here correct answer is option D, that is all of the above. Question number 119. Facts which, though not an issue, are so connected with a fact and issue as to form part of the same transaction, whether they occurred at the same time or place or at different times and place, are relevant, are irrelevant, are partly relevant, none of these. Here correct answer is option B, that is are relevant. Question number 120. A is accused of waging war against the government of India by taking part in an armed insurrections in which property is destroyed, troops are attacked, and goals are broken open. A is not present at all of them, yet the occurrence of these factors is relevant because they constitute a motive for the relevant fact, they show the preparation for relevant fact, they are effect of relevant facts, they form the part of the single transaction. Correct answer is option D, that is they form the part of the single transaction. Question number 121. Which one of the following statement is correct? A struck B on the neck with a knife and this was seen by C, who exclaimed A is killing B. C exclamation is relevant because it was spontaneous. relevant because it forms a part of the transaction, relevant because it is relatable to the transaction, relevant because it is a fact and issue. Here correct answer is option B, relevant because it forms a part of the transaction. Question number 122. A fact is relevant if it is mentioned in the pleadings, if it is mentioned in the document relied by any of the parties, if it is connected with the fact and issue so as to form the part of the transaction. Option D, all of the above. Here correct answer is option C. A fact is relevant if it is connected to the fact and issue so as to form the part of the same transaction. Question number 123. R.M. Malkani versus State of Maharashtra is related to which of the following? This case is related to relevancy of fact forming the part of the same transaction. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 124. Under Indian Evidence Act 1872, the rule of res gestae is applicable in civil cases only, criminal cases only, civil as well as criminal cases. Option D, not applicable in any case. Here correct answer is option C, civil as well as criminal cases. Question number 125. The English doctrine of res gestae has no place in India, has place in India, has place in India and has been incorporated under Section 6 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872, has been incorporated under Section 7 of the Evidence Act 1872. Here correct answer is option C. The English doctrine res gestae has place in India and has been incorporated in Section 6 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872. Question number 126. Res gestae is an exception of the option A, hearsay rule, B, relevancy rule, C, circumstantial evidence, D, none of these. Here correct answer is option A, that is hearsay rule. Res gestae is an exception to the hearsay rule. Question number 127. A is accused of the murder of B by beating him. What is not admissible as evidence? Option A, whatever was said by A or B or by standards at the time of beating. A has intention for murder of B. A marks on the ground of struggle between A and B. A is a man of bad character. Here correct answer is option D. A is a man of bad character is not be admissible as evidence. Question number 128. In which of the following cases hearsay evidence is not admissible? Option A, statement of experts expressed in treaties if the author is dead or cannot be found. Where eyewitnesses told the facts to another person, statement of that person. If the statement of a deceased person when it relates to cause of his death. If the statement is part of the transaction in issue. Here correct answer is option B. Where eyewitnesses told the facts to another person, statement of that person. Question number 129. Choose the true statements about the propositions. Section 6 prescribes rule of relevancy of an evidence which is a part of same transaction. Proximity of time, place and continuity of action are suggestive of part of the same transaction. Psychological acts may also form the part of the same transaction. Assassinations. First and second are correct, third is incorrect. Second and third are incorrect, first is correct. First and third are correct and second is incorrect. All are correct. Here correct answer is option D, that is all the statements are correct. Question number 130. Section 7 of the Evidence Act does not include which one of the following? Occasion, cause, purpose, effect. Correct answer is option C, that is purpose. Question number 131. Which one of the following statement is correct? In a trial of A for the murder of B, marks on the ground produced by a struggle at or near the place of a murder is a fact. Option A, forming part of the same transaction. Option B, necessary to explain or introduce relevant fact. Option C, showing existence of a state of mind or of body. Option D, as to the occasion, cause or effect of fact and issue. Here correct answer is option D, as to the occasion, cause or effect of fact and issue. Question number 132. Footprints of accused is admissible under dash of Indian Evidence Act. Section is section 7. Footprints of accused is admissible under section 7 of Indian Evidence Act. Question number 133. The question is whether A murdered B during the course of a struggle. Marks on the ground produced by the struggle at the place of occurrence is a relevant fact under which of the following sections of Indian Evidence Act? Here correct answer is option B, that is section 7. Question number 134. Motive, preparation and previous or subsequent conduct is covered under section dash of Indian Evidence Act. Correct answer is section 8. Question number 135. Which one of the following is not inclusive in section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act for relevancy? Options are option A, intention, B, motive, C, preparation, D, conduct. Here correct answer is option A, intention. Intention is not conclusive in section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act. Question number 136. Any fact constituting a motive or preparation for any fact in issue is option A, is a relevant fact, B, not a relevant fact, C, is a relevant fact if it forms a part of the same transaction, D, none of the above. Here correct answer is option A, that is a relevant fact. Question number 137. A is tried for murder of B by administering potassium cyanide. The fact that A has purchased potassium cyanide just before the murder of B is relevant under section 8 of Indian Evidence Act. Question number 138. Under which section of Indian Evidence Act the conduct of the accused is relevant? Here correct answer is option B, that is section 8. Question number 139. The conduct to be relevant under Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act, it, option A, must be previous, option B, must be subsequent, C, may be either previous or subsequent, D, none of the above. Here correct answer is option C, may be either previous or subsequent. The conduct to be relevant under Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act, it may be either previous or subsequent. Question number 140. Queen versus Abdullah case is related to. Correct answer is option A, that is conduct. Question number 141. The question is whether A was ravished and thereafter murdered. The fact that without making a complaint, she said that she had been ravished. Option A is irrelevant as a conduct, is relevant as substantive evidence, is relevant as a secondary evidence, may be relevant under Section 32 Clause 1 or Section 157 of the Evidence Act. Option D is the correct answer. Question number 142. Which of the following would not be relevant in the evidence under Section 8 of Indian Evidence Act? Option A, evidence of the existence of a motive for the crime charge, evidence of the statement which accompanies some conduct. Option C, evidence of the statement which influences and affects the conduct of a person whose conduct otherwise relevant. Option D, evidence of a statement of the act of robbery without making any complaint. Here correct answer is option D. It will not be relevant. Evidence of a statement of act of robbery without making any complaint is not relevant. Question number 143. X is prosecuted for the murder of Y. During trial, the evidence is adduced that X and Y had verbal altercation in which accused X had threatened to kill Y. The fact that soon after the threatening statement, X had purchased the same knife which was used to stab Y is admissible under Dash of Evidence Act. Here correct answer is option C, that is Section 8 of the Evidence Act. Question number 144. A is accused of B's murder. Which of the following will be a relevant fact? Option A is going to the field with a club. Option B, A is saying shortly before the incident that he will take revenge of his father's death. Option C, A is fleeing before the police arrived at a village. And option D, all of the above. Here correct answer is option D, all of the above. Question number 145. To what facts of the following rules or relevancy has been discussed under Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act? Motive, preparation, previous or subsequent condition, conduct, all of the above. Correct answer is option D, that is all of the above. Question number 146. Under Indian Evidence Act, motive becomes more relevant in a case based on option A, direct evidence, B, circumstantial evidence, C, documentary evidence, D, without any evidence. Correct answer is option B, that is circumstantial evidence. Under the Indian Evidence Act 1872, motive becomes more relevant in a case based on circumstantial evidence. Question number 147. Which of the following statement is true? A is tried for the murder of B. There is evidence of the fact that B prosecuted A for libel and that A was convicted and sentenced. This judgment is conclusive proof of the murder of B by A as it is a judgment in rem. Option B, relevant but not conclusive proof as it relates to the matters of public nature relevant to the inquiry. Option C, relevant as the existence of such judgment is a fact in issue. Option D, relevant under Section 8 as showing the motive for the murder of B. Here correct answer is option D, relevant under Section 8 as showing the motive for the murder of B. Question number 148. The question before the court is whether document X is the will of A. Which of the following is relevant? Option A had consulted advocates in reference to the marking the will. A had caused drafts of the wills to be prepared by which he did not approve. Option C, A had made inquiries as to the value of his estate which he has bequeathed. Option D, all of the above. Here correct answer is option D, that is all of the above. Question number 149. The question is whether A owes B rupees 10,000. The fact that A asked C to lend him money and D said, C in A's presence and hearing, I advise you not to trust A for he owes B rupees 10,000, and that A went away without making any answer is a option A, relevant fact, B, irrelevant fact, C, fact in issue, D, none of the above. Here correct answer is option A, that is relevant fact. Question number 150. Identification of the accused person is related to which of the following section of Indian Evidence Act? Correct answer is option B, that is Section 9. Identification of the accused person is related to Section 9 of the Indian Evidence Act.